This video from Sharp Help, we're taking a look at the receipt header message programming on the XEA202 and 301 registers. So as standard on the machine, you get this message about Sharp presents the XEA202 model specific, depending on which register you've got. Sharp is the best. So we're going to change this. Now what I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to program the top 3 lines. And if you want to program the top 6 lines, everything I show you in the next 10 minutes will explain how to do the top 6 lines. But to prevent the video from being half an hour long, I'm just going to do the top 3. I'll then have a second video which will show you the different ways you can lay the receipt message out. So you can have the default 6 lines at the top. You can just program it so it only has 3 lines at the top. You can also program it so it has 3 at the top and then the 3 messages at the bottom, so you can have a proper header and footer message. But in this video I'm purely going to show you how you edit what actually appears, and then in the other video I'll explain the different ways of laying it out. There's a couple of things to bear in mind with this. What's going to be really helpful is if you've got the manual, there's a couple of pages that you can refer to. So the actual flowchart that tells you how to do what I'm about to do is on page 38, but also if you refer to page 35 and 36, it gives you a chart and gives a bit of an explainer about entering the characters. So they're going to be useful to have to hand, specifically if you've got certain pieces of punctuation to enter. The next thing to bear in mind is the tilde does not center your program text to standard. So if you want the message centered like this, you have to put spaces in to get the text to center. So a lot of people program it thinking it's going to automatically center, but it won't. It will appear left justified. So the first thing you need to do if you want it centered is to write out plot out kind of what you want. So I'm going to program the top line to be double-sized Sharp Help. I'm going to then have the website and just a made-up phone number. So I've written down the number of characters that each of those lines are going to take up, and each line can have a maximum of 24 characters. So then I've worked out this line here is going to take up 20 because the double sizing takes up twice the amount of space than a normal sized character will. So I need to pop in 2 spaces if I want this Sharp Help centered. Same with the website, and then 3 spaces on this bottom line. It'll make more sense as I go on and do the programming. So I'll get straight into it now, and then you can watch it all the way through and then have a go at doing your own. I'll leave that there so you can see what I'm doing. Move that to one side. So the first thing to do, obviously, once you know what you want to program on your receipt header, is to turn the key round to the PGM position. So you will need the MA key. As with all character programming, there's just a code you need to type in beforehand to tell the till what you're trying to do. So it's TMST. I'll move the camera down a bit now so you can see what I'm doing on the actual register. So the first button I pressed was the TMST subtotal button there, and then for logo message programming it's number 4 followed by the decimal point, and then for line 1 you press number 1 followed by the multiply button. So everything we type in now is going to be what we want to appear on the top line of our receipt header. So the first thing to do is to pop in my 2 spaces, which is this button down here, just probably off shot. So I'm going to pop in 2 spaces because I'm trying to get my Sharp Help to be centered. I'm going to press DC because I want my letters double sized, and then now I should just be able to type in what I want to appear. Space is next to the backspace, so over here. So that's Sharp, space, and then Help, H-E-L-P. Once you've finished your description for that line, TMST to save it. And then what I like to do is just nudge this on a bit so you can actually see what we've put in. So that's currently what I've just programmed in for line 1. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That's line 1 done. So to jump to line 2, after pressing the TMST button, which I've already pressed, you press 2 and then X, or multiply, and then now you can type in everything that you want to appear on the second line. So it's already taken off the double size, so this line I don't want double sized, so I'm going to pop him at 2 spaces to start with. But what I do want is it in lowercase because it's a website address. So there should be a button called Shift, and then that puts a line there. Now everything should be in lowercase until I tell it to not be lowercase. So www. I now need to put in a dot. Now to get the decimal point or the dot of the website, you have to refer to the chart I was speaking about earlier. So this is where you really need the manual, or at least a printout of page 35 of the manual. And if you look on it, it will tell you that to get the dot, it's 046. And the way you type in the code is on the number buttons, 046, and then press this 00 button here again, almost off shot, and that should have given you the dot. So then you can carry on typing in the rest of the website address. So that's www.sharphelp, and now I need the dot again, so it's 046 dot, and then co.046 co.uk. Then when you're happy with that line, it's TMST to save again, and we'll probably nudge it forward just to double check. www.sharphelp.co.uk. So we're happy with that, so we can now jump onto line 3, which we want to be the phone number. So because we've pressed our subtotal TMST button, we can simply press 3 decimal points. Sorry, it's 3 and then X. 3 and then the multiply button. So then now we're entering line 3. So this one, I refer back to my chart, or my little rough drawing of what I wanted. I need to put 3 spaces in this time. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to have anything double sized. I'm not going to have anything lowercase either, so I can simply type in T-E-L. Then I'm going to put in the colon, which is 058. Again, that number I've got from the character code chart on page 35 of the manual. And then I'm going to pop in a space. And the reason why I put a phone number in is because entering numbers is slightly different. You have to press this number button here, so you get a line appear above number, and that's told the till that you want to activate the number keypad now. So you can just type in the number. You have to press it again to get the space, press it again to go back to numbers. Once you're happy that you've entered that correctly, TMST and then TLNS to save. So what we'll do is we'll turn the key back to reg, and we'll just do a couple of tests just to double check we're happy with everything. If you ignore the sharp is the best for now, and I'll show you in my next video how to get rid of that. Obviously if you're programming yours, you just carry on and program to get to line 4, 5 and 6. It's the same process. It's instead of 1, 2 or 3, it's then 4, 5 and 6 followed by the multiply button, and that'll take you to those. If you're using them, remember you can use those as a footer message, so if you want to program them now as a footer message, my next video will show you how to split the layout, so you've got these 3 at the top and these 3 at the bottom, or if like me you're just going to use 3 at the top, I'll show you how to remove that so you're not printing out so much paper. So yeah, I hope that video has been helpful. Try to cover everything in as short amount of space as time as possible. So I've shown you how to put double sized, I've shown you how to centre it, I've shown you how to put lowercase, I've shown you how to put punctuation in using the character codes, and I've also shown you how to put numbers in. So yeah, check out the next video because that's quite important, because it will show you how to alter the layout of this. Please subscribe to the channel because that will keep me going. We're putting more videos up on the Sharp cash registers, and for more information, like I say, downloading the manual, please visit sharphelp.co.uk. Thanks for watching.